Goes today. He's well in the market. Commandant the favourite though, drawn 2 from the outside. Off they go, and he jumped out reasonably well. Away quickly is Jail. Onslaught shows pace near the inside as they meet the first of 12 hurdles now. And Eastern Choice is prominent too, out in the middle of the track in the blue cap. Coming along towards the second jump. Eastern Choice takes it narrowly in front from Bright Spot on the rail, and handy to them is Onslaught in the green and gold. Bright Spot got tightened up by Onslaught, turning into the back the first time. Very tightly bunched here, and as they head into the back the first time, a bit of pace from Leading Bounty, who's moving up on the outside to go to the lead over Eastern Choice. Commandant is slipping around the outside of the field too. He's up third now, followed by Jarl, a length and a half away fourth. About a length and a half behind those horses over on the inside then is Sergeant Pepper, 2 to Onslaught and Nick Vermont, another 2 lengths to Bright Spot, followed by Snow Court, and 3 lengths last of all is Quadrazip as they came up the side on the first round. And it's Leading Bounty in front. The favourite Commandant is a length and a half away second. Durden angled him across to get him cover behind the leader now. Third is Jarl on the outside, a length and a half away in the field then. Just behind these, Eastern Choice on the inside, followed by Sergeant Pepper as they take the second of that double. Leader put in a big leap. He took off early but was cleverly able to get away with it. Well back is Vermont, trailed 2 lengths back by Onslaught, who's got right back in the field in company with Snow Court, Bright Spot and Quadrazip as last of all as they came up towards the turn the first time round. And the top, he's travelling pretty well here, Leading Bounty, with his 67 kilos, and he comes round the turn in front. Commandant is right on the pace second now. On his outside is Jarl. Just behind them, Sergeant Pepper. Eastern Choice on the rails over it. 2 lengths Vermont, Onslaught. A length to Snow Court. A length and a half to Quadrazip. And last of all is Bright Spot. But they're still pretty tightly bunched unit with a circuit to run. And Leading Bounty's going to take them out of the straight and head back down to do this all over again. They've jumped half of the 12 obstacles in the race, and Leading Bounty in front of Commandant, who's almost climbing over his heels second on the inside. Jarl is around him third, followed by Sergeant Pepper. Eastern Choice easy to get to the outside and get some run into the race now. Then Vermont, and they're followed by Onslaught, Snow Court, Quadrazip and Bright Spot as they take that first of the double. Bright Spot knuckling a little on landing as they go to the second of the double. Leading Bounty, who took off again early. He's landed by a link, Commandant and Jarl. On the inside, just behind them, Sergeant Pepper. He's had a pretty good run, Sergeant Pepper. A length and a half, Eastern Choice to Vermont. Then came Snow Court, starting his run around Onslaught from Quadrazip and Bright Spot. 1,000 metres to go. Leading Bounty is the leader, coming along towards the hurdle down the back. The favourite Commandant is a half length away, jumped it better than the leader. In third placing then Jarl on the outside of Sergeant Pepper. 2 lengths further back is Vermont. Around it then Eastern Choice. 3 lengths further back in the field is Snow Court and Onslaught with a gap Quadrazip and Bright Spot. Commandant moving up now to really pour the pressure on Leading Bounty. At the third last one now, Jarl's putting in a run around the outside as they leap it. Commandant in front of Leading Bounty. Then Jarl on the outside. 2 lengths further back is Vermont. Snow Court out wide, coming into it with a run, followed then by Sergeant Pepper and Onslaught back on the inside. Commandant just the leader in the middle from Jarl and Leading Bounty. 3 of them across the track in front of Vermont, who's run onto their heels. Snow Court coming around the outside as they corner a very competitive race. Leading Bounty kicks back on the inside. Jarl, Commandant dropped off. Vermont coming home well on the outside now. Leading Bounty is tackled by Vermont with Jarl in the centre. At the last now, Vermont over it beautifully, landed by about a neck. Jarl, Leading Bounty, and Vermont ridden right out to the line, has gone on to win. And it's Vermont first, Jarl second, Leading Bounty third, then Onslaught, followed by Snow Court. Behind them, Quadrazip, trailed by Sergeant Pepper. Commandant dropped right out of it. Eastern Brigade is last across the line, and Bright Spot took a fall, and a harmless one at the... Off now. Danerac got away pretty well towards the outside. Cascu and the red colours away nicely. Now who's going to lead here as they settle down? On the outside, Rancho Pearl is booting up in the pink colours. Cascu in the red. Rock of the Ages holds the rail. Lover Dane is just off them between horses fourth, and then Raging Storm. And Danerac dropped out last. Cascu is going to the lead. Out of the 1600 led Rock of Ages the inside, and Rancho Pearl. 2 lengths, Loverdane settling down fourth. A length and a half then to Raging Storm, who's back next to last. And a couple of lengths behind those horses by the 1500 is our Danerac. They're running up the side of the course, and Cascoo, the leader from Rancho Pearl. Rock of the Ages has a good run third on the inside, followed by Loverdane. Raging Storm is fifth, and last of all of the 6 runners is our Danerak. Cascoo, the leader, and they're not going out all that hard out to the 1200 turn. And it's Cascoo, the bolder of the small field, leading by a length and a half Rancho Pearl. A length away on the inside, Rock of the Ages, and then came Loverdane. Raging Storm is next to last on the inside, and our Danerak is last of the 6. That's the order by the 1,000. There's been no change from the time they settled down. And Cascoo is going to come up the side of the course, a narrow leader. Rancho Pearl is second. A length away, Rock of the Ages on the inside from Loverdane. Raging Storm next to last, and our Danerak is last on the outside. Well, they'll quicken up shortly, one would imagine. They haven't been doing much out there. A few loafers. And the leader is Cascoo from Rancho Pearl, Rock of the Ages. Now they're quickening the tempo. Loverdane is coming up with our Danerak, the widest. And Raging Storm last of the 6, but 3 or 4 lengths at the most would cover the field. Cascoo on the inside of Rancho Pearl. Or Raging Storm is going for runs between horses, trying to get into the clear. And Rock of the Ages right behind the leading horses. Loverdane couldn't sprint, dropped out. Our Danerak is coming wide. Cascoo still has it around the turn from Rancho Pearl. Raging Storm is coming at them. Our Danerak, the widest runner, well in the straight now. Raging Storm after Cascoo. Our Danerak the outside. Raging Storm in the middle from our Danerak, and Cascoo the rail. Raging Storm is the leader nearing the line, and Raging Storm beat Cascoo. Rock of the Ages third, just in front of our Danerak. I get Rancho Pearl and Loverdane last.
A length to Menards and Higher, immediately taken to the back of the field by Cassidy. On settling down, Marechal is cruising along. He wants to go a bit more keenly, but for him, he's travelling well within himself. Led by 2.5 lengths on Pins, wanting to pull a length away, Easy Rocking. Dipman's got him in a good spot at the moment, saving ground on the fence from Menards and 2 lengths to Higher, who's been ridden very coldly by Cassidy as they come over the 800 crossing. Marechal in front for de Montfort, led 2 lengths on Pins, a length away, Easy Rocking. He hasn't spent a penny in the run thus far. He will just need a stroke of luck from there. Marechal was 3/4 away, and Higher travelling easily on the fence last of all as they race to the bend. 550 to go on the Stan Fox. Marechal in charge, got away again, led by over a length on Pins. Easy Rocking, Dipman about to shoulder out. Dye's got him in a pocket. To the outside, Menards, and Higher was inside of him. In the straight, Marechal the leader. Pins is running a bit of a race, and he's hit the lead on top of the rise. Easy Rocking can't get a run, and running on Higher. It's Pins in front from Easy Rocking, with Higher starting to lift on the outside, but Pins drew clear. Dye sent him for home at the 100. Higher's coming quickly the last little bit, but it'll be too late. Pins in front, and he wins the Stan Fox. Pins over a length to Higher. Easy Rocking a neck away third. A long gap to Marechal, and Menards kept him company at the tail of the field. An upset result. Pins ridden by Shane Dye, trained by Clarence.
Dame Tallack got away pretty well towards the inside. Mysterio was one of the first out, and going forward quickly is Miss Bayview with Shamaro on their outside. Dropping in behind them early was the toppy Madame Plume, and so too Fine Silk Lady on her outside. Dame Tallack led in the run to the turn at the 1200 metres from Mysterio second. Shamaro the inside is third, and on their outside fourth is Miss Bayview as they enter the back straight. 2 lengths Star Ender, followed by Kingston Princess. A length Oamaru Dancer, another length away on the inside is Madame Plume, and Fine Silk Lady the outside. At the 1,000, and Dame Tallack is the leader. The big loping filly by nearly a length. In second placing Mysterio as they make the turn at the 800 metres. Shamaro third. Over on the outside fourth, Miss Bayview. 2 lengths Dorinda, a length and a half Kingston Princess. Oamaru Dancer the outside, followed then by, back at the tail end of the field here, is Fine Silk Lady outside Madame Plume. Up the side now, and it's Dame Tallack in front, a length and a half Mysterio. Shamaro on the inside of Miss Bayview, and Star Enders coming forward, 600 a runner. They get away then on Oamaru Dancer, and Madame Plume through along the inside. Fine Silk Lady labouring second last at the turn. Dame Tallack is the leader, about a neck in front of Mysterio, and Star Enders chiming in quickly on the outside, and then Dame Tallack running on around Shamaro as they come to the corner. Dame Tallack against the rail is the leader. Into the straight, Dame Tallack headed now by Star Ender on the outside. Madame Plume is easing off her heels for a crack at the leader, and Mysterio battling. Dame Tallack is Steers kicking back on the inside. Madame Plume down the outside. Dame Tallack the inside. Madame Plume coming at her. Dame Tallack holding on. Dame Tallack wins it by a half length. Good performance to beat Madame Plume second. 3 or 4 lengths to Rinda, which didn't quite go on to get third. Then Mysterio, who weakened, and Shamaro, followed by Kingston Princess. Oamaru Dancer, Fine Silk Lady, well back all of the way. Never came into it. And Miss Bay.
And Royal Integrity's coming across, not far away, Mr. Esteem, Cheverny wide. Back on the inside is Kirkstall Lane, a length to Camper Main's Tributes, then City Look and the stablemate Royal Muse last of all. Over the crossing, they're inside the 1600, and Angling showing speed today. He's up on the lead. He led by a half length on Aki Natum with Royal Integrity wide, sliding around the outside. A length away, the Queenslander I Realise, Passmore back the fence with Mr. Esteem going up deep on the track. A length to Kirkstall Lane, Cheverny's covering ground, then Camper Main's Tribute, City Look, and near the tail was Royal Muse. 1200 metres to go. Was a muddling pace in the Dulcify, and Angling leads the way. It's the Lure 3-year-old colt on the fence, leading from Royal Integrity. Aki Natum in a beautiful trailing position on the fence. A length to I Realise, and Passmore getting a good run. Mr. Esteem one out. He's on the outside of Kirkstall Lane. Cheverny behind Mr. Esteem, a further length away. Then Camper Main's Tributes, Royal Muse and City Look. A good dozen lengths covers the field. At the 850, and the front runner is Angling, coasting along under no real pressure at the moment. Led by just on a length on Royal Integrity, starting to go forward. I Realise came out 3 wide and went up. Aki Natum in the back of the speed, needing a run.